Annamalai, Vanakkam, thank you for joining us here on India Today. I think what's happened in our state right now has got everyone in shock and obviously everyone extremely angry. First of all, what do you make of the state's response, or some say the lack of it really in this particular case?
Madam Vanakkam, firstly I hung my head in shame as a Tamilian, as an Indian, that a person who is serving our country, putting his life in the service of others, is bludgeoned to death. And it shows the impunity with which DMK is defending the particular councillor. Especially in Tamilnadu, it is nothing new, because with respect to DMK's mindset, and the same party has spoken about Dravidistan, the same party has spoken about a separate state. So, by their nature, their respect for men in uniform, the respect for army personnel was never there. And this incident has clearly shown the government itself is also brazenly defending in a way. The incident happened on February 8th. Now, after the yesterday's hue and cry, especially from the national media, which brought it to national attention, the local police were forced to arrest that councillor, which is after a good 6-7 days. Now the DMK spokesperson, one after the other, trying to defend their own councillor. This is what the whole India is seeing. But here, more importantly, madam, in this case, the whole village knows that they are serving in the Indian Army, has come on a holiday. It was a very trivial issue. And later the councillor, along with this group of people, he went in, attacked them with rods. He was admitted to a hospital. Even the treatment was not very properly given. Then later the army Jawan passed away. In this case, I find fault with the local police also, because now DMK as a party, we all know how they behave. Now we all know how the government behaves. For the local police, it is their men in uniform, it is like their brother. And they also did not take it very seriously, they were also very casual. Now I really hang my head in shame that I am sitting in a national television in front of you, trying to talk about an issue that should never be spoken in the first place. Especially when I come to different parts of the country, I see the kind of respect a Jawan gets, the kind of respect society gives to him. But for Tamil Nadu, very unfortunately, over the long Dravidian politics, but somehow Jawans are seen as very alien. Somebody who is defending the country border is not seen one among us. That's a very sad state.
You know, that's a very strong statement that you made, Annamalai, saying that there's no sentiment to do with the uniform among the DMK. I want to bring your focus to how the DMK has reacted. We asked Mr. T.K. Elangovan about this particular incident, and his response was that these kind of things happen.
Yeah, using the word called shocker is playing it down, because we keep seeing the kind of insensitivity they display, and the kind of brought up that many of the DMK senior leaders have, and kind of respect therefore the country as a whole, and especially for the men in uniform. They don't have that culture of appreciating somebody who is willing to lay down his life for the protection of our country. Some of it is never there. Because of 1949 culture, the way they spoke things in the parliament, is just a manifestation. But here, I would like to bring your kind attention to an incident that happened about 4 months back. There was a CRPF Jawan who was in duty in CRPF somewhere near Bengal, Orissa. He put a Facebook post that India will always have one flag, when Tamil Nadu leaders were talking about something else. That same night, one of the alliance party of DMK, Vidudalai Chiritai Katchi, some 100 people barged into his house. Then when it came to our attention at about 12 in the night, the local BJP leaders and cadres, about 200 people, went to his house to defend the Jawan's parents from the VCK's cadre. You will not even believe, madam. Some Jawan putting up a Facebook post somewhere about a country having one flag. The retaliation from their alliance partner going to that. Unfortunately, in this case, not even a single person is arrested. After we did a protest, that person got suspended. So I can give you issues after issues like that. The soldiers don't feel safe in Tamil Nadu in a way. It has come down to this level. Now in this case, an army Jawan in duty, the whole village knows. Everybody knows he's an army. Even the councillor should be knowing, because that is his voting area. Even the councillor should be knowing he's an army. Still going out brazenly attacking. What kind of culture is this? What is the message we are giving out?
What's the mindset then, Annamalai? It's a larger question that I'm asking. Did the councillor think he would get away with murdering an army man? Did he think that, you know, he can brazenly commit this kind of a killing in the army man's house, go into hiding, and this entire case, this entire killing would disappear?
A year back, one of the DMK MP in Cuddalore, Mr. Ramesh, he murdered his own employee inside his cashew factory. He beat him to death in his hand. when BJP raised an issue, the MP was not arrested. He was allowed to go scot-free. After a month, he took an anticipatory bail, he came back. So this is the way DMK deals with his public representative. Anybody who is a public representative, whatever they do, DMK as a party, as a government, they go all the way to protect them. But this is very shameful. Protecting an MP for one whole month, the MP was absconding. Then this particular councillor for about 6-7 days absconding. In this case, it is much more grievous. Assaulting and killing an army personnel. Then after the national media picked it up, I really find fault with the local regional media also. Our media channels in Tamilnadu also. This is an issue, not only a news issue. This is an issue that reflects the state as a whole. That reflects what kind of culture Tamilnadu as a state we have. The whole of India is watching. I really find it very shameful.